Parents and family members often have a hard time supporting or understanding their kids' obsession with video games. It's easy to look at their habit of just sitting in front of a screen for hours on end as a waste of time, but this usually comes from a misunderstanding of the hobby. Some parents try to understand their kids' passion for gaming and to support them to a reasonable extent. No one should be playing video games all day and night, but sometimes they are perfecting their skills and actually working towards a goal of making a living. Aydan Conrad was one of those kids who knew he had tremendous talent at a young age and that he could make a living by playing video games. He started to make some money from Call of Duty wager matches and convinced his father to give him 1 year after high school to pursue his dreams. Aydan managed to make it work and found the perfect game for his skill set, Fortnite. Aydan is now a popular Fortnite player with a dedicated fan base who constantly tunes in to see his streams and watch all of his YouTube videos. He has won several Fortnite tournaments and even qualified for the Fortnite World Cup. Aydan is the perfect example of a kid who made their dreams a reality. He managed to capitalize on every opportunity presented to him and is growing in popularity every single day. This is the story of Aydan, a kid who chased his dreams and proved to his family that he had what it takes. What's going on, guys? This is your motivation guy. Come on, that's right, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen. I want you to get inspired today, okay? Because you can do this. You can do anything that you put your mindset to. The only person that can fail you is you. So keep going, man. Keep going, never quit, and never surrender. And one day, we're gonna be doing a story on you. Gaming was a big part of Aydan's childhood. He was an only child and used video games to keep himself entertained. He also played video games with his family, who actually all enjoyed competing against one another in a virtual world. Aydan started off with casual games such as Need for Speed and Madden, but eventually moved to more competitive games like Call of Duty. Aydan realized that he was pretty good at Call of Duty and decided to start making some money off his skills. He started to do wager matches online and started to earn a decent amount of money. He also competed against a higher level of players, which made him improve and make his movements with the controller almost second nature.
So I started streaming I don't know the exact date, probably a year and a half ago. Actually, I was streaming Call of Duty wagers at the time. I started with about 10 average viewers. I always had a little bit of viewers. I didn't start at 0.
He adopted the claw style while using the controller, which lets his finger always be on the thumbstick and is a difficult style to master. At this point, Aydan realized he was better than most players and could actually have a future in gaming. Other aspects of his life did take a hit from his constant gaming. However, at one point, his grades started to be impacted by his constant gaming. He was required to meet with the guidance counselor because of his low grades, and his job as a Call of Duty wagers player came up. The counselor obviously did not understand how he could earn money from a video game and suggested that he get a real job, like working at a grocery store. Aydan luckily had support from his family, who approved of his gaming and gave him the time to perfect his craft. After graduating high school, Aydan's father gave him a year to make a career out of gaming, which was just enough time for Aydan to make his dreams a reality. The timing also lined up perfectly with the release of Fortnite, where Aydan found his groove and soared in popularity.
I got lucky. I blew up. I mean, a lot of timing has to do with like going pro and blowing up, stuff like that. So I really enjoy Fortnite. I love the building aspect. It's like a game of chess, but you know, like a battle royale. It's awesome game.
Aydan's Call of Duty skills transferred over perfectly to Fortnite. He had little problem adjusting to the new mechanics of the game and was dominating other players very quickly. He continued to stream daily on Twitch and started to build a small but dedicated following. Aydan started to attract the attention of gaming organizations who saw the potential in the young star. He eventually caught the attention of the esports organization Ghost, who signed Aydan in the summer of 2018. Joining Ghost gave Aydan's Twitch channel a slight bump, which was a huge deal for Aydan, as it was all or nothing at this point. Aydan's career looked to be healthy and growing, but even he couldn't expect the exposure he was about to receive at the Fortnite Summer Skirmish in September. September 2018 was a big month for Aydan. He was competing in the Fortnite Summer Skirmish at PAX West in Seattle against some of the biggest names in Fortnite at the time. He was also one of the few players using a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard, which a lot of players believe is the best controller input for Fortnite. Aydan was ready to prove that he could hang with the PC players, all while using a controller. Aydan was not the only person using a controller in the tournament either. Another player known for his loud personality and skill on the sticks was also competing in the summer skirmish, Nick Merckx. Aydan and Nick actually had a lot in common. Both players prefer a controller over mouse and keyboard, and they both love to land at Tilted Towers, which was a high-risk, high-reward spot. Their shared interest in the iconic location would actually be a key factor throughout the weekend. Nick was well known at this point, and his fans were not surprised when he landed at Tilted Towers. What Nick did not expect, however, was Aydan also landing at Tilted and killing him over and over again.
Titling at the summer skirmish, this was the Aydan versus Nick Merckx skirmish, as they just went out at every single game.
Name me a better rivalry, or you can. These guys going back and forth, trading shots. Aydan even commented that he felt like he was playing against a PC player, like a mouse and keyboard at the very beginning. It's such accuracy from these two controller players. He loved to see it. And inside this staircase, every single floor just turned into. Like, that was one that I thought Nick was going to have, but it looked like he fumbled the swap, and then Aydan gives him the clap. God, I love it so much. That was just awesome. Here it is again too from later on. Aydan, who was at near max HP. Nick had no shields, but you see that runs right into the double barrel. I mean, if Aydan has any less health, if Aydan is 150, Nick gets that elite.
Aydan managed to kill the popular streamer 4 times in a row in separate matches. Nick Merckx had a couple of tough breaks by not finding shield portions or solid weapons, and even switched to the wrong weapon at one point, which made him an easy kill target for Aydan. Aydan had little trouble countering the popular controller user and proved to the world that there was a new king of Tilted Towers. Aydan stunned the world with his performance and immediately started to get a huge amount of followers on social media. Aydan checked his phone throughout the tournament and cannot believe the amount of people who were following him now. He started off with roughly 2,500 followers on Twitter at the beginning of the tournament, but by the next morning, he had accumulated 40,000 followers.
Blew up. Like I blew up insane. Like I had 40,000 followers the next day. It was nuts.
Aydan ended up placing 11th in the Fortnite Summer Skirmish, but his increase in popularity made it seem like he took home the first prize. He also gained a new friend and mentor in Nick Merckx, who exchanged information with Aydan after the tournament. This led the duo to playing together competitively and casually after the tournament, and the two players remain on good terms today.
Hold on. Yeah. I'm coming.
I cracked him. Gonna try to full kill. Nice, good save.
After the amazing performance at the Fortnite Summer Skirmish, Aydan tried to capitalize on his new popularity. He now had the eyes of the Fortnite competitive scene on him, and he did not want to waste the new opportunity. Aydan averaged 50 to 100 viewers before the Fortnite Summer Skirmish and had a healthy small following. After the tournament, Aydan started with 2,000 to 3,000 viewers per stream, which was a huge jump and showed just how much excitement surrounded the player after the tournament. He also uploaded his first YouTube video around this time, which put even more eyes on his content and amazing skills. Each video gets thousands of views, and his channel has steadily grown over the past 2 years.
Okay,
Where we going, boss man?
we got like 20 teams. Let's go to the Vortex.
Alright.
Aydan continued to participate in various Fortnite competitive tournaments and even placed first in the UMG Legion Sunday Showdown. Over the next few months in late 2018 and early 2019, Aydan competed in several tournaments with various duo partners and by himself. He managed to finish in the top 10 in a few of his events, but did not consistently perform well. He eventually teamed up with Ghost Sean, another player part of Ghost Gaming. The two players played well together and set their sights on the next big Fortnite event, the Fortnite World Cup. The two players played in each dual qualifier event and did very well in week 6 and 8. They placed second in week 6 and finally secured the first place spot in week 8. The duo had their spot in the World Cup and were hoping to bring home a decent cash prize.
We called. I'm pretty sure we called. Oh my god, Sean! Did we make it, Aydan? I think we did it! Oh my god, I just want this to end, dude.
They were unable to win against the other best players in the world, however, and placed 37th in the dual portion of the World Cup. This was not a huge setback for either player though, and they continued to play together in several more tournaments and events over the next few months. Aydan has continued to compete in various competitive events and has maintained a healthy following on Twitch and YouTube. He might not be finishing, in first place in every single tournament, but fans still enjoy watching him compete with the controller and his chill, laid-back demeanor. His high skill level actually became a problem at one point. Aydan had trouble finding public matches because of his skills in Fortnite, so he created a second account so he could just find matches easily. Epic Games is not a fan of this tactic, so they actually banned his second for 24 hours live on stream. Aydan did not receive any type of long-term punishment for the situation, and he turned it into a funny event his followers enjoyed.
Oh, look at that. Let's go, chat. No way, bro. They saw that. That's comedy. That's comedy.
Aydan has maintained his spot as one of the best Fortnite players with a controller and has continued to grow throughout the past 2 years. He has made some recent changes, however, and his future might be uncertain. Aydan recently left Ghost Gaming and is currently an independent content creator and player.
On Twitter, you would have seen it there first, but I've officially parted ways with Ghost Gaming. I'm no longer a part of Ghost, so my name is not Ghost Aydan anymore. My name is just Aydan. I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to say and remember. I don't want to see any more Ghost Aydan in the comments, though.
He explained how Ghost signed him when he was just a small creator and that the organization took a gamble by signing him at that time. He explained that after he blew up, after the famous Nick Merck situation at the Fortnite Summer Skirmish, he felt that he was growing the organization more than they were growing him as a player. This is not like an uncommon thing in esports. Sometimes players become the face of an org and simply just outgrow them. Aydan did confirm that he left on good terms with Ghost Gaming, which is not something other Fortnite players can say. He has not joined any other organization at the time of making this video, but Aydan did state he's open to other offers. The current state of the world may have put a hold on his plans for joining another org, but fans will likely see Aydan take his skills elsewhere in the near future. Aydan has also recently returned to his Call of Duty roots and recently competed in a Call of Duty Warzone tournament. He placed third in the trios portion of the tournament alongside 2 professional Call of Duty players. He also placed 8th in the solo portion of the tournament, which was enough for him to finish first overall and allowed him to secure 7,800 in prize winnings.
Down low here.
Bottom. Down low.
Got one.
Dead.
What? I just hit myself in the hold on.
He's dead. He's full.
Heal. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Chilling. I got one. They're both down low here.
Both down low on him. He got one.
Come on, behind.
One more.
Got them both.
Let's go.
Good shit.
Hella money. Hella money.
Yeah,
Get in the truck. Get in the
He also uploaded a few videos of him playing the new Battle Royale and seems to be enjoying his time playing the game. He has continued to stream and play Fortnite and recently played in the Fortnite Cash Cup in early May. Aydan has become a very popular Fortnite player and has proven to his family that he can make a living off gaming. He has never forgotten his roots and is always willing to help his family, who supported him when he was just starting.
I don't need anything, Aydan.
Well, I mean,
You've done enough for me.
it's too late, Mom. All of your school loans are already paid for.
No, they're not, because you can't. It's on a school. It's on a federal loan. You can't. I don't think you can touch that stuff
What?
at all, Aydan.
I already talked to Lena. It's already done.
What?
Your school loans are all paid for. You don't have to worry about them.
Wait a minute. How do you know her name?
Because I
Wait a
do.
minute. My son is being off over school.
He might not have an organization lined up right now, but he still has a bright future ahead of him. All right, guys, once again, this is your guy. That's right, your motivation guy, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Be inspired that you can do anything you set your mind to and never give up, never surrender. I believe in you. Keep going.